Welcome to my office. Now, it honestly took me about 5 or 6 years of owning the gym to even have my own office and have my own space. So I really love having this space where I can do my work and I can focus. Before a workout, I can get in my zone, make my pre-workout, do all of that stuff. My wife is always watching. So she made me this calendar for Christmas, and it's got, her, it's got the boys. There's my 2 boys there. I've also got a daughter, so my family are extremely important to me. So to have them here in my office is really cool. My eldest made this for me for Father's Day. And it kind of puts a little bit of a lump in your throat when you get that from your kid. We've got the cross. And for those of you that don't know me very well, I am new to my faith. I actually got baptized like a year ago. And before that, I was a non-believer. But many events over the last few years have really led me to my faith. And I'm really glad to have that in my life now. Jax, my youngest, calling me a superhero. Like, if you're a dad, you know how much that means just to have that. Kai also drew me a little love heart, so that had to go up. He was adamant that that had to go on my wall. And then this is also my business partner up here, Todd. So this is us standing in the last space that we were in, which was about 4,000 square foot. And that's us in the new one side of where we're at now. So that's about 8,500 square foot as the one side, and we've got the other 8,500 square foot on this side. But Todd's been an incredible mentor and business partner for me. The gym really wouldn't be where it is without the help that I've been able to get from him and the guidance I've been able to get from him as well. So you'll see Todd maybe in this episode, maybe in another episode, but yeah, he's my business partner, and that was the old gym. And here we are now, much bigger, much better. So we're gonna take a look at it. All right, let's go. All right, and then last but not least, we've got the man himself. If you know anything about me, I am a huge Tiger Woods fan. He is just, I know golf isn't like the coolest sport for a lot of people, but it's definitely getting cooler. But I played a lot of golf through my teenage years, and it was right about when Tiger Woods was in his prime, and he was just incredible, like mentally an absolute monster, just an animal, and I absolutely love him. And then if we scan over there, we got Mr. Thierry Henry, Arsenal, my favorite Premier League soccer team. I'm a huge Arsenal fan, as well as my eldest brother. Thierry Henry is probably the greatest player to ever play for our club. And then the Tell Me I Can't is kind of says a lot really about the kind of person I am. Like, the more someone tells me that I can't do something, the more I really want to prove that I can do it and that it can be done, and have that belief in myself as well. So that's just, I love having that in my office and feeling inspired all the time by people like Tiger Woods and people like Henry. This is the No Limits Fitness supplement store. Now, this is a big change from when we first started the gym. When we first started, we didn't have the money to be able to order a bunch of supplements and just wait on them to sell. So I would have to go around to people and say, hey, do you need a tub of protein now? Do you need this? And try and get up to the $250 order minimum when we would order from Europa back then. But now, luckily, we're in a position where we can order all of these supplements, so we have them in stock when people need them immediately. So that's been a really big plus for us, and I do highly recommend, if you do open up a gym, that a supplement store is a great way to add extra revenue, because all of your members and clients are going to be taking supplements from somewhere. It might as well be from you. And then we do a lot with Core Nutritionals, who are based out of Statesville. They've been big in the natural bodybuilding world. Doug Miller, the owner, is obviously one of the greatest natural bodybuilders of all time. And they make such high quality products that the majority of supplements that I personally use come from Core Nutritionals, and a bunch of our members and clients use them too. So, it's a real gym when they have chalk. Needed. One of the benefits of a gym like this is you've got units like these 2 guys right here to inspire you, So the one good thing about, if you're serious about your goals, you've got to find a serious gym to lift at, because you look around and you're inspired everywhere, because everyone's working hard, people are killing it, people have physiques that you want to strive to achieve. So your environment has to match up with what you're trying to achieve. And it's awesome to be able to look around and see people just crushing it everywhere while you're training as well. Pressing strength always seems to be the first to really drop off. So for me, in my head, when I get into prep and my weight starts to come down, I'm really focused on not allowing that to get to me and still trying to push as hard as I can. Obviously, you're still controlling the tempo, controlling the range, but you can't allow that diet mode to get in your head and think you're weak. You've got to keep pushing and hold on to that muscle that you've worked so hard to build. So I honestly waited way too long to get one of these, this gym pin, but like this shoulder press, I absolutely love it, but I can stack it out a little bit too easily, so I need to find a way to add a little bit more weight. So you stick that into the weight stack, and then you can add some weights, and it's really not gonna harm like the cables or the weight stack too much as well, which is nice. So let's give this a rip and see how it goes. All right, so we're not gonna delve too much deeper into this push workout because we got more content that we wanna get through for this episode. So that's it for this push. I've got a lot more to do, but we'll catch up for the E2Mpremium coaching next. So we are on the way to E2M studio to film for the E2Mpremium today. It's my business partner here, Mr. Todd.
Hello, everyone.
You've made it to YouTube. You're famous. Not really.
Infamous.
With all of my 100 and something subscribers. But yeah, Todd's been my business partner in the gym now for what, 8 years? 7, 8 years?
Actually, it'll be 9 in May.
So he started out, my wife owns the dance studio, No Limits Dance Company. We both, whatever, she owns the gym too. But Todd's daughter, Hallie, danced with Amanda, and eventually he came down and wanted a personal trainer, so I started training Todd, and we, got on really well. And actually at that period of time, I was looking to sell the gym because we were struggling. We just signed a new lease. It was a big risk. Go hard, go big, or go home, right? And we were struggling. I'd had a business partner leave on me and whatnot. So I told Todd, I think I need to sell the gym, and he kind of agreed and was trying to help me sell it to a few connections that he had. And then it eventually said, look, what do you think we need to invest to actually make this work? And it wasn't a very big number really compared to what we'd be looking at now, but it was a big number at the time because it was a huge gamble.
You got zero, $5 is big.
Yeah, exactly. So he took the gamble on me. He believed in me, and we've been fortunate enough to grow pretty decently well ever since. Would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. It actually goes back further than that because my oldest daughter and your wife danced together. So I've known your wife most of her life.
Well, we first met in Planet Fitness.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Your wife tried to pick me up.
Yes.
No, I saw some girl wave at me, and I'm blind, so I couldn't tell who it was till I walked all the way down there, and it was Amanda, who's always been a very sweet person. I've always thought a lot of her. But
that's not what you said.
But the gym has grown so much, and I'd like to point out, you hit on something. I never invested in a gym. Honestly, I would tell anybody, a gym's not a great investment. I invested in you. I saw a passion for a client that was 100 pounds overweight, just trying to be able to get their own shoes and socks on and get up steps. I saw that same passion that you had for an athlete that was a month away from competing. So when someone purchased an hour of your time for personal training, they got 100% of you. And that's what I invested in.
That was one of I did a series of like Ask Your Gym Owner, and one of them was, did you expect to build the relationships that you have? And I think, we're both pretty extroverted. We like to have a conversation with people and socialize. I'd say even more so you than me with your role in sales and always being on the phone, always talking to people. But, that is a massive part of it, is meeting people from all these different industries and, even learning from them and how they operate. And, there's lots of people that can be potential mentors or just give you good advice and from different businesses, and plenty of people to lean on, which is awesome. What's up?
Oh, what's up, man? This right here is the OCD judge right here, the guy right here.
Yeah.
So Lizzie's a young college student up and coming. You know, getting ready for her first show in a few months.
That's good. Which one you doing?
The OCB Bluffton.
Oh yeah, South
one?
Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You got any tips for her as she's early in her prep journey?
It's gonna get really hard. Sorry. And it's gonna test you, but you've got to carry on pushing, right? Because at the end, there's immense pride in what you've done, and the discipline that you learn from that carries over. I mean, what are you struggling with?
Nothing right now.
Nothing?
And
How
my
far
coach
out?
is really good. I'm like 7.5 months out.
Oh,
But
okay,
I'm on
you're
prep.
Who's your coach?
Candace Carter. She lives in Texas. She won the Arnold 4 times.
Okay. It's kind of a big deal then.
Yeah.
Bigger deal than I am. No, but I mean okay, that would be my advice. Do what your coach tells you.
Right.
Put 100% trust in them, because this is what I see a lot of the time, right? People have a coach, but hey Jeff, man, what do you think I should do? Hey, what do you think I should do? What do you think? Well, my coach says do this. Okay, well, do what your coach says to do, right? Because you're getting all this advice, and what people want to do is they want to give you something different, because they want to sound smart. They want to sound like, oh, maybe she'll come and be coached by me, right? So trust your coach, block out everybody else, just give it everything you got.
Thank you.
That's the advice. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll probably look at that Jeep.
Yeah. It's a good looking one. I need a twinge.
Wow, it's nice.
Yeah, and so yesterday, fellas, we shot some content right here, and we just darkened it out just to play around with it, and it came out great, man. It's just, we're just playing around with different things. And so there's some influencers that do stuff like this. There's some influencers that do certain things, and they do different stuff, like with the black background, kind of a darkened background.
Cool.
The demonstrations, and so we just played around with it yesterday. So this is kind of like just playing around, but I think once we get it dialed in with the lighting and everything, this is gonna be just killer.
That's amazing.
You know what I mean?
This is beyond gym design, right?
Yeah,
so these
this is beyond gym design.
I'm just gonna introduce Jeff real quick.
go ahead.
All right, so this is Jeff, my brother.
My
So-
guy.
We go back, what, like 8 years, 7
10
years?
now, I think,
He did my first ever bodybuilding show. So we promote the Queen City Showdown. Jeff did the show, and then we kind of built a relationship from there. So Jeff is the owner of E2M, E2M Fitness,
Yep.
huge online coaching, and also Beyond Gym Design. So this is the studio for Beyond Gym Design with some sick equipment. So look, he's got some of the Prime stuff in here. There's a lot of Watson, which is close to me because it's about 30 minutes from where I'm from in England. So I love some Watson. But super cool studio they've got here to show off some of the equipment that they can put into home gyms, which is pretty awesome.
Who'd have thought I'll be
What, Nate?
Yeah.
Putting Nate through a sesh? Mic'd up.
Coming to a stage near you. Coming to.
See this big guy? See this big guy right here?
Announced it this morning.
Huh?
Your boy Justin Hill is coming for you.
Justin Hill, who's that?
What's going on, guys? It's Coach Will here, and we are going to put Nate through a shoulder workout today. If you haven't warmed up yet, pause it. Get your warm up in. You've got to be warm before you train. Grab your towel, grab your bottle of water. Let's get to it. So Nate, we're starting off with a lateral raise to a front raise. So we're going side, down, front, just like that. That's perfect, Nate. Good. 15 seconds till the end. You can do anything for 15 seconds. Come on. Last 10 seconds of pushing, Nate. Come on, hang in there. Don't stop on me. Let's go. Everyone at home, let's keep working now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The first time you do this, you feel completely on the spot. Like, I was nervous. I don't want to mess up. And, I'm very self-critical, so it's like you want to know that, was it a good job? Were people good with it? So it's waiting on that feedback. What's up, guys? Coach Will here with E2Mpremium, and we are going to put you through an arm workout today. I'm so excited for this one. Who doesn't love a good arm workout? If you haven't warmed up yet, make sure you get your warm up in. Get your bottle of water and your towel. Let's get to it. Putting in work now, 15 seconds. Come on. Let's dig. Let's go. Final 10. It gets uncomfortable, but that's where great things happen. And that's how we shape the body that we're after. And rest. Beautiful. All right, so we're here with the man, Eric Shelton. So we go back from 2017 when Eric did the Queen City Showdown, my bodybuilding show that we promote. And he won his pro card. And he is now a Yorton Cup men's physique champion. So that was what year was that?
2023.
2023. He took a gap year because he wanted to get bigger. And then he's coming back this year. All right, so Eric, tell me, I know that the Yorton Cup had been a huge goal for you to win it because the year before you came second.
Yeah, I got second twice.
Second twice. So obviously winning it, what did that feel like when you finally got your hands on the Yorton Cup?
So I think for me it was like a rush of emotions all at once because I was just like, I've been at it for 5 years, like literally going from, technically I played second twice. I won once, and then I think 1 year I got 6, and then the COVID year. So I did it 4 times, and then finally accomplished that goal. So it was kind of a big deal after I got it.
And I will say, I think I judged it the year you came second, and the year he won. And I mean, the year he came second, it's always neck and neck, right? I mean, the Yorton Cup is the pinnacle, it's the best of the best. Like, you're looking at every minor detail. They have you posing for like 20, 25 minutes. It's a long time. And I mean, they just keep rolling you around. And so they're looking for any slight weakness that there might be. And so it was really tight that year. And then you came back the next year and he looked really undeniable. I mean, it was incredible.
Yeah, I think, oh, my bad. I think the biggest feedback was like my back. So I was just like, I'm going to just take the rest of the year off and just like improve on my back. And I think that's what really made it lights out the next year.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't tell, Eric has really wide shoulders and he has a very tiny waist. So for men's physique, I mean, the perfect category, right? But going into it this year, having taken a year off, what's your mindset going into it this year? What are you going to do differently? What are you going to do the same? I mean, where's your head at going into this one?
I think, I mean, one, I'm going to, of course, shout it out because, I mean, we're in the studio right now, but the year I actually did the Yorton, I was in sales, working sales, constant travel, like meal prepping on the road. But then now I work for E2Mpremium, so like my whole life is fitness. So my schedule is a whole lot more relaxed. My whole life is based around this, so I actually get extra reps in. My mind is clear because, like I said, I'm not really focusing on bouncing from job to job or business to business. So I think just my mental clarity this year is a whole lot different.
Awesome. Okay, and then obviously, is it win or bust? I mean, how are you looking at this? What is success to you going into this Yorton Cup?
I think this year, since I accomplished it, I had that mindset of like failure or success, right? But then now it's almost like no one can take away that I was a champion.
Facts.
So I think now, I tell people now that my mindset shifted to having fun with it. Like I took the year off to kind of change my competitive spirit because we're always backstage, we're all tense, and it's always like, I gotta win. But I think this year I just really want to have fun with it. And I think if I have fun, ultimately, it's gonna result in the result I want.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I think, stress is obviously a huge factor in prep and keeping stress low, right? So when you look at it as like the only form of success is a win, right, there's a lot of stress and a lot of pressure on your shoulders, which could in turn, really affect how you look in your physique.
Absolutely.
So I think when you can go into it and say, look, man, like bodybuilding, someone's got to win. Only one person can win, right? And if you just live by the wins and the losses, then more often than not, you're going to be unhappy.
For sure.
Because like Eric said, he's won the Yorton Cup one time, which is an incredible achievement. But you came second or runner-up or whatever more times than you won it. Absolutely. And that wasn't failure, right? It was just getting you that step closer to actually winning the whole thing.
Right.
So that's awesome. So one last question. Okay. Any new competitors out there, anyone thinking, man, should I get into bodybuilding? Why would you tell them that they should definitely get into bodybuilding?
I think it's one of those sports that teaches you more things off the stage than it does on the stage. When you get on stage and you feel like, oh, I lost this or anything like that, you probably built discipline habits. You probably built an internal motivation. You probably built a whole healthier lifestyle just by going through prep. So I encourage everyone to get into the bodybuilding lifestyle, even if you don't compete, but competing is just that cherry on the top.
That's awesome. I love it. There's your man, Eric Shelton, Yorton Cup champion. Follow him. What's your Instagram handle?
E_Shell10.
And he's coming back for that Yorton Cup.
There you go.
Appreciate you, brother.
No problem.
We are on the way back to No Limits Fitness. Another great trip out to E2M. Got some awesome insight from Eric about bodybuilding. We will catch you next time.
Have a good one.